Hi everybody, and welcome to Manville, a neutral site for one more baseball game that will decide playoff seeding for your Kempner Cougars and the Angleton Wildcats, rivals in District 24 5A. This is Vype, FortBend.com. I'm Roger Smith, and Kempner and Angleton both finished their district seasons with records of 10-6. So you got to figure out who is the third seed in the playoffs and who is the fourth seed, and that's why we're here and happy to bring you another Kempner game. Our coverage tonight is brought to you by Xfinity, the future of awesome, by First Tire and Automotive with 4 great Fort Bend County locations, including Katy Cinco Ranch. There's one near you. We have the best prices on tires at First Tire and Auto, as well as great service, and we appreciate you going by there and letting them know we appreciate them sponsoring our broadcasts, and hopefully you'll tell them that you appreciate them too. We're also brought to you by Archer Volkswagen, as well as the Needville Insurance Agency. So the head coaches are meeting at home plate with the umpires. We'll step aside here for a moment and be back with the beginning of the game between the Kempner Cougars and the Angleton Wildcats on VypeFortBend.com, your broadcast home for Fort Bend County sports.
Hey, Becky G, can you play your next hit?
I will, as soon as it's released. But I've got another big hit for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and budget?
Oh, that's nice.
Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile.
It's official. That's a hit.
Hey, we're on the radio. Now everyone can get the best value with Xfinity. Can your internet do that?
Get gig speed internet now for just $49.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract when you also get Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 6/30/22. Restrictions apply. New gigabit internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and X-Fi gateway. Actual speeds vary. Compares pricing of top carriers. Xfinity internet required.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Hey, batter, swing! Oops, should have said driver. We love baseball season at First Tire and Automotive and want to see you swing by for great deals. $50 off brake pad replacement, buy one, get one free windshield wiper blades, $100 off 4 tires or $50 off 2 tires, and save up to $100 on Michelin, Continental, Goodyear, and Hercules tires. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
All right, here are your starting lineups. First, for the visiting Angleton Wildcats. Even though this is a neutral site, somebody's got to be the visiting team, and in this case, it is Angleton. Leading off and playing in left field, Jackson Phipps. Batting second and playing second base, it's Jason Jones. Batting third and playing at first base, Reagan James. At designated hitter in the cleanup spot, they have Aiden Nolasco, and he's batting in place of the pitcher, Garrett Buchanan. Batting fifth and playing catcher, it is Preston Wilson. Batting in the sixth spot and playing third base, it's Hayden Hibbets. Batting seventh and playing in center field, Callan Frazier. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, number 1, Emilio Conchola. And batting in the 9 spot and playing right field is Gage Dobbs. On the mound for the Kempner Cougars, they have their ace. That is Nathan Jacobson. Let's give you the Kempner Cougars lineup. Cody Kuffel leads off and plays second base. Anthony Marino, the shortstop, bats second. Peter Garcia bats third and plays first base. Drew Walker is the catcher, hitting cleanup. Thomas Moss, third baseman, bats fifth. Batting sixth, it's the left fielder Brian Luna. Nathan Jacobson on the mound and will hit for himself. Colton Green bats eighth. He's playing in right field. And Corbin Evers is in center field for the Kempner Cougars. Jackson Phipps leads it off. Right-handed hitter against the right-handed throwing Nathan Jacobson. Kempner wearing the all-black uniforms, pants and jersey tops. First pitch is high for a ball. Earlier today we did a softball playoff as Ridgepoint lost to Seven Lakes. And Seven Lakes advances in the playoffs. The second pitch from Jacobson is a strike. Jacobson in his last outing was on April 26th against Willow Ridge. He pitched 2 innings, gave up only 1 hit and struck out 5. He rocks and brings the 1-1. Just missed. Oh, that is a strike. A little bit of a delayed call by the umpire, and it's 1-2. He did stick his hand out there. The scoreboard says 2-1. I think it's 1-2. I'm not sure. Jacobson brings it. Phipps foul tip into the mitt of Drew Walker. So evidently that pitch that I thought he called strike 2 was actually ball 2. So now we're at 2-2 after that foul tip. Jacobson shakes off a couple of signs, now starts his windup. Here it comes. Phipps swings and misses, and down he goes. That's the first out. Now we'll go to Jason Jones.
7, the second baseman, Jason Jones.
We've broadcasted Angleton earlier this year when they played a non-district game against Austin. Jacobson winds and comes home with it. Swing and a line drive into left field for a base hit. Quickly up with it is Brian Luna, and Angleton has a man on. So as we go through this game, I'm going to talk about the implications of what it entitles the winner to for whoever comes out on top here today, and what happens with the team that loses this game. And it's not the end of the world if you do, but you certainly don't want to make the playoff road any harder than it has to be. James batting now, left-handed hitter, looks at a curveball outside, ball 1. Reagan James. Jacobson gives a look over there to Jones. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, could be 2, right to the second baseman. Flip to short for 1, but that's all they're going to get. 2 away. Reagan James is safe on the fielder's choice, and there are 2 away.
Number 24, the designated hitter, Aiden Nolasco.
Now Aiden Nolasco batting for the pitcher, Buchanan. Right-handed hitter, open stance near the back of the box. Jacobson checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch, outside corner, strike 1. Nolasco ready. Pitch on the way. Sliced over into the parking lot on the right side. Looks like we have a fairly gentle wind blowing in from right field. And as high school parks go, this is a pretty spacious park here at Manville. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball, gets a piece of it, rolling toward third, and I think he's going to be safe. Late throw, no throw. But they throw to the runner who overran second. And they get him out, and there you go. Reagan James runs himself into an out, and there you go. All right, we'll be back with the Kempner Cougars coming to bat here on VypeFortBend.com.
Hey, Becky G, can you play your next hit?
I will, as soon as it's released. But I've got another big hit for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and budget?
Oh, that's nice.
Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile.
It's official. That's a hit.
Hey, we're on the radio. Now everyone can get the best value with Xfinity. Can your internet do that?
Get gig speed internet now for just $49.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract when you also get Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. And 6/30/22. Restrictions apply. New gigabit internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and Xfi gateway. Actual speeds vary. Compares pricing of top carriers. Xfinity internet required.
You are the master. We mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
We want to thank the folks at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land, for taking care of business every day so we can bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. So the dimensions here at Manville, they have a fairly tall outfield fence. You know, a lot of high schools will raise the fence to straightaway center, but the raising of their fence goes from, I don't know, beyond the power alleys. It engulfs the power alleys. So down the lines, it's symmetrical, 320 feet down the lines, 345 to the power alleys, and 380 to straightaway center, and it appears the fence is 16 feet high. Left-handed hitting Cody Cuffle for Kempner. First pitch is outside for ball one. Garrett Buchanan, tall right-hander on the mound. Cody Cuffle ready. Started to swing at that one, but left it alone. And it's ball one. Cody Cuffle, last night against Willow Ridge, was 2 for 5. Had an inside the park homer against Hightower on April 19th. 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike. In going 2 for 5 last night against Willow Ridge, he also had a triple. Lefty hitter. Brings it. And it's outside. The count is 3-1. And we will set the defense for Angleton when we get a chance. But because I did 2 games today and I had to drive like, well, hold on. Here's the 3-1 to Cuffle, and it's down and in for a ball. Cuffle is on, so in honor of the Texas legend, the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Meatloaf, I'll tell you that I drove like a bat out of hell to get from Ridgepoint High School to get to Manville so I could be at this game on time, but I don't have all my prep work done as usual. Now Anthony Marino leads off, or he's the second hitter for these Kempner Cougars with Cuffle at first. Buchanan brings it, slow curve, high fly ball, short left field. Shortstop going out, left fielder coming in, and he makes the catch. He being Phipps. That's one away. Cuffle still at first.
First baseman Peter Garcia.
Now Peter Garcia. What's up with Peter Garcia? Well, I can tell you. He hit a homer last Friday against Hightower. his second of the season. Righty versus righty. Buchanan brings it way outside. And a nice block by the catcher, Wilson, Preston Wilson. Astros used to have a guy named Preston Wilson. Buchanan checks the runner, Kuffel, and he throws over, almost got him leaning the wrong way, but he's back in with the right hand. He's safe. And another throw over, another close play, but he's back. Reagan James is the first baseman, still holding Kuffel on. There goes Kuffel. The pitch is in there for a strike, but the throw down doesn't get him. Stolen base for Cody with one out and a runner in scoring position for Garcia. After Garcia, it'll be Drew Walker, the catcher. Pitch by Buchanan, and it bounces in, and Kuffel's going to try to take third. Late throw, doesn't get him. So Kuffel just making his way around the bases, kind of like he did on his inside the park homer against Hightower, although taking a lot more time to do it in this case. Buchanan delivers. Garcia takes a ball low, and the count 3-1. The wind starting to look like it's blowing more toward the left field foul pole. Could be favorable for a power hitter like Garcia. Buchanan brings it, and it's a line drive into center field for a base hit. RBI single, Peter Garcia, as Kuffel comes home. Kempner leads it 1-0. And those are recorded vuvuzelas, just in case you're wondering. No vuvuzelas were harmed in the making of the audio of this broadcast.
Walker.
All right, so Kempner playing good situational baseball. Garcia hammered it into left field past the diving shortstop Conchola. Garcia taking a conservative lead off of first, and the first pitch is outside to Drew Walker. Drew's been very consistent. He's got a 4-game hit streak. Has gone 6 for 10 during that streak with 7 RBIs, swings and fouls it into the net. He's had a double during that 6 for 10 run. Thomas Moss will be next. Buchanan nods at his catcher. Now brings it. Squaring to bunt was Walker. He took the pitch, but it's a strike at the letters, and it's 1-2. We'll have some softball and some baseball, we think, in the coming week. We just don't know what and when. We got to find out about all the playoff arrangements. Breaking ball high to Walker, and it's 2-2. Beautiful day at Manville. Some clouds giving us a break from the sun, but it comes out every once in a while. 1 out, 1 run already in for Kempner. Walker looks at a curve, and that's a strike at the letters. Down he goes, looking. Two away, and now Thomas Moss.
Baseman, Thomas Moss.
Well, Kempner had a forgettable day on a Saturday at Foster, losing 14-4. However, Thomas Moss hit a home run. Last night he was 2 for 3 against Willow Ridge. Here's the pitch to Moss. Takes a strike on the outer half of the plate. Somebody's driving the Gator, taking it out for a spin on a Saturday. Moss is ready. Hits it hard through the left side of the infield, and it's got seeing eyes. It's knocked down by the shortstop Conchola, but he has no play. That is a hit for Thomas Moss, the second hit of the inning. And on the play, Garcia moves to second.
Number 15, the left fielder, Brian Luna.
Now the left fielder, Brian Luna. Lefty hitter. Luna had 3 doubles last night against Willow Ridge. Buchanan with a long look, looks back at Garcia, running from second. Here's the pitch, and it bounces in. But the runners don't move because the catcher, Wilson, did a good job keeping it in front. Buchanan throwing a lot of pitches here in the first inning. It's already 1-0 Kempner. Here's the pitch. And Luna slices it foul on the left side. And it just goes beyond the metal roof of the hitting facility. So the object of this game, the reason you want to win, is to avoid having to play the Milby Buffs in the first round of the playoffs. The Milby Buffs, the top seed out of District 23 5A. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball toward first base, and it's an easy play for Reagan James. Steps on the bag himself, and the Kempner Cougars are done in the first inning, but they do pick up 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners were left on. We'll continue here on VypeFortBend.com. Angleton coming up in the top of the second.
Hey, batter, swing! Oops, should have said driver. We love baseball season at First Tire and Automotive and want to see you swing by for great deals. $50 off brake pad replacement, buy one, get one free windshield wiper blades, $100 off 4 tires or $50 off 2 tires, and save up to $100 on Michelin, Continental, Goodyear, and Hercules tires. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stabenow with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Leading off for the Wildcats, number 6, Preston Wilson.
Preston Wilson leads off for the Angleton Wildcats. Top of the second, the Wildcats trail the Kempner Cougars 1-0. Nathan Jacobson gave up a harmless hit in the first inning and brings a curveball on the first pitch of the second, and it catches the outside corner. Strike 1 on Wilson. Here comes the next pitch from Jacobson. And that is up and in for a ball. You have a cloud moving between the sun and our ball field. A little bit of sun here, a little bit of shade there. Outfielders playing him to pull very slightly, and Wilson started to go after that one, but it's a called strike. He didn't think so, and he steps out of the box. Jacobson likes to work pretty expeditiously. That means fast for those of you in Rio Linda. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. It's 2-2. We have a different setup here, and we don't have quite as sensitive a crowd mic, but I hope you can hear the birds singing. It's beautiful. 2-2 on the way. Called strike 3. And Wilson bangs the barrel of his bat against the ground. He didn't think that was a strike. But it's the second strikeout for Nathan Jacobson.
Number 10, the third baseman, Hayden Hibbets.
Hayden Hibbets, the prince of alliteration, steps into the right-handed batter's box. Nate the Great rocks and fires. Here it comes. Up and in. You can hear the traffic rumbling by on Highway 6 if you're here. The 1-0 pitch is a curveball. Right in there for a strike, 1-1. Jacobson brings the next one. Outside and low. So the situation in District 24 5A is you have Foster as the top seed and Fulshire the second seed. And these two teams finished 10-6 in district play, so they're tied. And they have to figure out who's the 3 seed, who's the 4th seed. Pitch on the way, in foul ground on the right, and I think it's going to get out of play. Well, it doesn't quite get out of play, but no one can reach it. And that includes Colton Green, the right fielder who made a long run. Garcia is playing first base today, although he has played quite a bit of third base during the year. Thomas Moss is at third today. Cody Cuffle at second. And the count is 2-2. 1 out, bases empty, top of the second. Angleton batting and trailing Kempner 1-0. Jacobson brings it. That's a weak grounder to the right side. Cuffle on 2 hops. Short throw to Garcia. Out at first. Okay, so the situation
11,
really... Now, Kempner has won 4 straight, but I know that I would never try to get coaches to say this because they always want to be respectful of opponents, and I'm being respectful. I'm just being objective. Hightower and Willow Ridge represented the Kempner opponents over the last 4 games, and Kempner won all of those. Kempner has won 8 of its last 10 overall. Swing and a miss as the delivery is to Callan Frazier, the center fielder. Jacobson looking over the top of his glove. Brings the 0-1. And it's upstairs for a ball. So Kempner has won 8 of its last 10. The 2 losses in that 10-game stretch were to Foster. And Fulshire is the only team to beat Foster during district play this year, and they only did it once. Curve ball in there at the knees. 1-2 on Frazier. So Kempner overall is 16-11-1 and 10-6 in their district games, and they split with Angleton during the regular season, and that's why we have to play this game today. Jacobson brings the 1-2. Strike at the letters, called strike 3. And he's really chucking it now. He's got 3 strikeouts, and he's faced 1 over the minimum through the first 2 innings. Kempner leads it 1-0, and they'll come to bat in the bottom of the second when we return on VypeFortBend.com.
Hey, Becky G, can you play your next hit?
I will, as soon as it's released. But I've got another big hit for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and budget?
Oh, that's nice.
Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile.
It's official. That's a hit.
Hey, we're on the radio. Now everyone can get the best value with Xfinity. Can your internet do that?
Get gig speed internet now for just $49.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract when you also get Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 6/30/22. Restrictions apply. New gigabit internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and Xfi gateway. Actual speeds vary. Compares pricing of top carriers. Xfinity internet required.
We see all you do to get work done, whether it's keeping your office clean or redesigning your space for 3 or 300. Our business is to keep business going. Buy online and pick up in store, or get free next business day shipping at Office Depot, Office Max, and OfficeDepot.com.
Jacobson.
We'd like to thank the folks at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land for taking care of business every day, and they help us bring you Fort Bend County sports. We've brought you more than 120 broadcasted events, going all the way back to August with the start of volleyball season. Nate Jacobson, a weak grounder up the middle. The shortstop grabs it and fires, and the nice pick at the other end. Play made by Emilio Conchola, and Reagan James dug it out.
Number 11, the right fielder, Colton Green.
1 pitch, 1 out for Garrett Buchanan. Now Colton Green, the right fielder. First pitch is a splitter that Buchanan spiked about 5 feet in front of the plate. No chase. Here's the 1-0, and that hits the dirt, a little bit closer to the strike zone, but it was inside to Colton Green. Here's the 2-0, and that is also a pitch that bounces in. Might be time for catcher Preston Wilson to go out there and, say the things that catchers say to the pitchers to get them to have better control. Pitch on the way. There's a strike. Green was taking all the way. Beautiful surface here at Manville. Absolutely fantastic natural grass. Not really thin anywhere. Looks great. Ground ball to the left side, and it's booted by the third baseman, Hayden Hibbets. He kind of olayed that one, and it went into left field.
Number 16, the center fielder, Corbin Evers.
Now Corbin Evers steps in. Football player. Played some quarterback, some slot back, some running back. And a favorable win for a left-handed pull hitter if he can really yank one, but the first pitch bounces in. And Buchanan having a little bit of a struggle with his control as we are playing in the bottom of the second. Kempner leads it 1-0. Green is at first. Pitch on the way. Outside corner strike. And it's 1-1. After Evers, it's back to the top of the order, Cody Cuffle. Buchanan's pitch. Sliced into foul ground on the right side, a long run, and running out of room are Jason Jones and Gage Dobbs. Correction, Reagan James and Gage Dobbs. I see Drew Walker's parents coming into the ballpark. The playoffs will begin in a serious way on Thursday across the state of Texas in baseball. Evers slices one foul out of play. So the softball playoffs are already going, and the teams out of District 24 5A not doing too bad, but things aren't going very well for the Class 6A teams in Fort Bend, except for George Ranch. They're the only ones to survive to the second round. Evers watches one bounce in. It gets under Wilson, but Colton Green is not able to advance because it just didn't roll far away. For an instant, Preston Wilson couldn't find it, but then he located it. And the count is 2-2 on Evers. Buchanan ready, brings it. Just a little tapper that trickles behind home plate, and Evers is still alive. Evers stepped out ever so quickly. Now he's back in there. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, but it gets away from Wilson. He picks it up, and first base was occupied. So out at first, but as soon as the ball got away from Wilson, Colton Green bolted to get to second. So he is there. He is there, but Evers is out on the strikeout. 2 away, but a runner in scoring position for Kuffel, who walked and came around to score. And Buchanan steps off. The sun is out brightly now. I'm sure clouds will cover it up at some point. Pitch to Kuffel. Yanks one foul on the ground on the right. The slogan for so many teams when they're thinking about their offense is you hang it, we bang it. And it looks like on that pitch, Buchanan might have gotten away with a hanging curveball. Here's the 0-1. Curveball in there, nothing in 2. It kind of froze Kuffel. Shortstop Conchola sneaking in behind Colton Green. Here's the pitch. Kuffel watches one fly outside, and it's 1-2. So District 23 5A is the district that the 24 5A teams will play in the first round of the playoffs. Buchanan looks back at Green. Pitch to Kuffel, way outside. Wilson did a good job to keep that from going to the backstop. So the Milby Buffs, frankly, this is me talking, are the only team in the District 23 5A that can compete with any of the playoff qualifiers in District 24 5A. They're the one team you don't want to play. Kuffel with a hard ground ball to second base. Jason Jones is up with it, throws just in time to get Kuffel, and that'll do it for Kempner in the bottom of the second. No runs on no hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. 1-0 Kempner as we go to the third. I love Eddie Money. The late Eddie Money.
For nearly a decade, Comcast has been helping students get ready. We've connected 4 million low-income students to low-cost, high-speed Xfinity Internet. We're working with hundreds of school districts across the country to sponsor free internet and laptops. And now, we're turning 1,000 community centers into lift zones, Wi-Fi-enabled safe spaces to study, so more students have the tools they need to be ready for anything. Learn more at comcast.com/education.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
All right, so as we went to the break, I said something about Eddie Money, the late Eddie Money. And I think I started a thought about Meatloaf earlier, and I didn't get to finish because of something I was looking at on the field. But in honor of Meatloaf, the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, proud Texan who passed away in 2021, or maybe I can't remember if it was early 2022 or late 2021. But in honor of Meatloaf, to get from my softball game at Ridgepoint over here to this 4 o'clock game at Manville, I drove like a bat out of hell. Emilio Conchola leads it off, then Dobbs, and then back to the top of the order, Jackson Phipps. First pitch, up and in, ball 1 on Conchola. Catcher Drew Walker looks over at the dugout, relays the sign. Jacobson brings it just upstairs. And the count is 2-0. We don't have the usual audio system. I'm not sure if you're hearing folks say, "Come on, Blue." And now it's 3-0 as Jacobson works up and in. Nobody's arguing about that particular call. They're just thinking that the count perhaps should be 2-1. Here comes the 3-0. Right down the middle for a strike. I failed to take note of the street that runs beyond the right field fence. If I had taken note, I would say right down, fill in the blank street. Swing and a miss, and Jacobson, after falling behind 3-0, has worked it to a full count on Conchola. Jacobson rocks and brings it. Swing and a miss, threw him the change up. 4th strikeout for Nate the Great. And now Gage Dobbs.
Number 8, the right fielder, Gage Dobbs.
So we're going to bring you some games next week. We will bring you as many as we can. There are 3 teams out of District 26A that are from Fort Bend. Pitch on the way, up and in to Dobbs. He has to twist to get out of the way, and it's 1-0. So you've got Ridgepoint, Travis, George Ranch, and Elkins. Here's a pitch that just missed outside. Walker tried to frame it. But the count's 2-0 on the number 9 hitter, Gage Dobbs. Jacobson brings it, and it's fouled on top of our netting above us. In fact, it flies over it. This is one of those places where you don't have to worry about a ball hitting you in the top of the head if you're sitting behind home plate. After that foul ball, the count 2-1. Jacobson taking his time. The sign is a little bit slow to come in from the dugout. Now they've got it. Pitch on the way. And that's high in the air back behind us. Out of play again. And it's time to round up some baseballs. So basically, without saying it, but I'm going to say it now, the winner of this game is going to have a pretty easy draw in the first round of the playoffs, as Kempner last year in their first round playoff series run-ruled their opponent from District 23 5A. Swing and a miss. Down goes Dobbs. 2 strikeouts in the inning and 5 in the game for Jacobson. 2 outs, bases empty for Jackson Phipps.
Number 13, Jackson Phipps.
And I left out the T. It's actually Jackson. Sorry about that. Righty versus righty. Jacobson struck him out the first time. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there at the knees. So while Kempner was playing pretty easy matchups the last 4 games of the season, Angleton had a much tougher draw, including finishing the season with 2 games against Foster. Breaking ball misses the outside corner. And it's 1-1 as Jacobson works to Phipps. Phipps, F-I-P-P-S. Unlike the former Purdue quarterback Mike Phipps, who played for the Browns in the 70s. Here's the 1-1. Mike Phipps, spell it P-H-I-P-P-S. So after that pitch fouled into the screen behind him, Phipps is down 1-2 with 2 outs and the bases empty. Jacobson pitching very steady for Kempner. That pitch is high. Premature call by a volunteer umpire. And I don't know if you can hear it, but here at Manville, you have flags around the perimeter of the fence that the people in the top row lean up against, and they all look like Texas flags except they have an M for Manville, and they are whipping hard in the wind. Breaking ball outside corner, called strike 3, and Jacobson strikes out the side. He is mowing them down. We'll move to the bottom of the third. Kempner leading 1-0 on VypeFortBend.com.
Hey, batter, swing! Oops, should have said driver. We love baseball season at First Tire and Automotive and want to see you swing by for great deals. $50 off brake pad replacement, buy one get one free windshield wiper blades, $100 off 4 tires or $50 off 2 tires, and save up to $100 on Michelin, Continental, Goodyear, and Hercules tires. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Game was being meticulously scored. We might have a little thing to sort out, because when Nolasco came up in the first, he basically got a base hit, but one of his teammates, Jason Jones, actually it was Reagan James, who rounded second, and Kempner threw behind him and tagged him out. First pitch swinging by Marino, deep to the left center field gap. Going back is the center fielder, and he's got it. Nice running catch by Callan Frazier. Looks like he had to run a good 30 yards before he tracked that one down.
22, the first baseman, Peter Garcia.
Now Peter Garcia singled and reached second when he came up in the first inning. Drove home the only run of the game so far. Buchanan's first pitch is whacked into left center field, and it rolls to the fence on about 4 hops, and Garcia's going to cruise into second with a double. He is 2 for 2. Nice easy swing for someone who's been banging him off the wall and hitting him over the wall since he was about 8.
Number 24, the catcher, Drew Walker.
Trust me, I was there. Sugar Land Little League prodigy. All right, Drew Walker coming up. Got a runner in scoring position. He'd love to give his teammate Jacobson a 2-0 lead, if not a 3-0 lead. Maybe he can get a hold of one. Squares to bunt, and the pitch almost gets under Wilson. He keeps it in front, and Garcia is still at second. The count is 1-0 on Walker. Walker struck out looking in the first. I don't think he liked the call. Trying to extend his hit streak to 5 games. Squares to bunt again. Here it comes. Down, it looked like he was ready to swing away, but the pitch was inside, and it's 2-0. You know, that squaring to bunt might be for appearance's sake, just to get the corner infielders to pinch in. Buchanan looking for his sign. Gets it, comes set, looks back at Garcia. Here it comes. Walker takes a strike at the letters. Maybe that was at the belt. And where normal people put their belt. I don't mean like, mid-thigh, like some people do. 2-1 the count. Here it comes. That's in the dirt. Blocked by Wilson, and you have Walker hold up his hand to tell Garcia, don't try to go now. But the count is 3-1. Sometimes favorable for a hitter. Buchanan comes set, kicks and comes home, and it's a high fly ball on the infield. Second baseman Jason Jones calls for it, and that's the second out. And now if Kempner is going to get something on the board to add to the 1-0 lead, then Thomas Moss is going to have to at least get on here. Open stance from the right-handed box. He showed us the home run power in the game against Foster, which I think was 2 weeks ago. Pitch bounces in. Buchanan spiked the splitter. And now Wilson wants to go out there and chat him up a little bit. I really need Kempner to win this game because their fans are starting to turn on me. They haven't won a game that we've been to this year, I don't think. Maybe they have. And, people have short memories. And I think Angleton beat Kempner in the other game, but Kempner did beat Hightower in a game. Sure, yeah, that was the last one. Why can't they remember that? Thomas Moss got a strike, and I think the home plate umpire turned around and said something to a fan or shook a finger or something. Not his middle finger, but it's 1-1. Here's the pitch, and Moss watches another one bounce in. It's 2-1. I don't know if the home plate umpire was signaling to the scoreboard folks or to a fan. I don't know. 2-1. Moss takes it high and away. Moss is one of those guys, he's not a real big in stature kind of player. He's kind of like Jeff Bagwell, who was really not that big of a guy. And he could, of course, crush the ball. Here's the 3-1. Strike on the outside corner. Moss thought it was a ball. He took 2 steps toward first, and now he has to go back into the box. Garcia at second. He doubled. Here's a hard smash through the left side of the infield. Garcia is at third, and they hold him up there. Runners at the corners after the single from Thomas Moss. Yeah, Garcia can do a lot of things to help a baseball team, but he's not exactly a speed merchant. The Garcia family has a dog named Astro. My dog Cookie goes down there to see him at least once every 2 days. Now Brian Luna hit a grounder to first base his first time. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Takes the first pitch, strike at the knees. Left-handed hitting Brian Luna. Buchanan taking his time. Moss is at first. And there's a late swing by Luna. Just got the top of the ball, and it trickles behind home plate. 0-2. Nate Jacobson waits to bat next. I actually have hitting statistics to give you on Jacobson that I haven't given you yet. Here's the 0-2. Called strike 3, and Kempner is done in the bottom of the third. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Kempner 1 and Angleton 0 as we've played 3 here at the neutral site of Manville. We'll be back.
Hey, Becky G, can you play your next hit?
I will, as soon as it's released. But I've got another big hit for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and budget?
Oh, that's nice.
Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile.
It's official. That's a hit.
Hey, we're on the radio. Now everyone can get the best value with Xfinity. Can your internet do that?
Get gig speed internet now for just $49.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract when you also get Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 6/30/22. Restrictions apply. New gigabit internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and Xfi gateway. Actual speeds vary. Compares pricing of top carriers. Xfinity internet required.
What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
So here we go, top of the fourth. Jason Jones is the only Angleton Wildcat with a hit. He got it in the first inning, and he leads off. Then it'll be Reagan James, followed by Nolasco. First pitch is high. Righty versus righty. Jacobson rocks and fires. Here it comes. Breaking ball missed away. I don't know what Nate's spin rate is, but it's probably pretty good. A cloud shadow moving across the field, and Nate overthrew that one way wide of the plate and all the way to the backstop. He falls behind 3-0 on Jason Jones. Angleton is the one high school ISD. Very charming place to go. Here's the pitch, taken all the way, and it's upstairs. A 4-pitch walk for Jacobson, whose control has been pretty immaculate so far. That's his first walk.
Number 20, Reagan James.
Reagan James wears those purple tube socks and wears them high. That's the way I like to do mine. The stirrup socks just always seemed annoying to me. Slightly open stance. First pitch swinging and lined into left field. He goes oppo for a base hit. And Angleton is in business with runners at first and second and nobody out. Second hit of the game.
Number 24, Aiden Nolasco.
Aiden Nolasco. By the way, I see a guy wearing a vest, purple pinstripe jersey. It looks kind of like either Angleton or Abilene Christian. They're both purple. First pitch hits Nolasco in the ribs. Ouch. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. Talk about taking one for the team. Okay, so while they have a little mound visit to talk to Jacobson, who's having trouble with his control, and Eric Folkerts is out of the Kempner dugout, the head coach. So there's a particular grocery store that's very close to Kempner High School. I'm not going to tell you what grocery store it is, but my first name is 5/6 of the name of this particular grocery store chain. And I have no trouble overall with this particular chain, and because of closeness and convenience, I go there a lot. By the way, Matthew Uribe has come on to run for Nolasco. Nolasco is the designated hitter for the pitcher Buchanan. And so Uribe is running. Anyway, just keep in mind the grocery store. I have a complaint, and a very legitimate one. Jacobson looks like he intends to go from the windup with the bases loaded and nobody out. Kempner's been leading 1-0 since the bottom half of inning number 1. First pitch swinging, fouled out of play and to the right. Next time I come down this way, I need to stop at the Burger Barn. Just didn't have time today. Jacobson, long look in, now brings the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Jacobson throws home to get the out. No, it gets away from Walker. It's a low throw from Jacobson, and the run scores. We are tied 1-1. Wilson is safe on an error. Uribe moves to second. Reagan James goes to third, and Jason Jones came home with the tying run. Oh, that was just tailor-made. It was a perfect little one-hopper, and I don't know what happened there. Now it's Hayden Hibbets. Sounds like a book character name. Slightly open stance from the right-handed box. Jacobson winds and brings it. Breaking ball down and away. Things had been going so smoothly for Jacobson through the first 3 innings, but trouble here in the 4th. Pitch on the way. That's a double play ball. Marino has it. Shovels to Kuffel and can't get the throw away to first because of the slide by Wilson. I'm not saying Wilson did anything wrong. That's perfectly fine. And he was sliding at the base, but he kind of knocked Kuffel off balance for just the slightest instant, and that's all that mattered. So another run scores as Reagan James comes home. Uribe goes to third, and safe at first is Hibbets. Runners at the corners, one away. Now it is Callan Frazier. First pitch, squaring to bunt. It's outside for a ball. Walker slides over like a goalie and keeps it from going through what I guess would be the 6 hole, or would it be the 4 hole? Do you go left to right as you're facing the goalie, or if you're behind the goalie? I don't know. I don't watch that much hockey. Great athletes, though. Here's the 1-0. Sprayed down the right field line and down for a hit. Uribe scores. It is now 3-1. And Kempner is able to get it back in quickly with Colton Green. So only 1 run comes home, but you got runners at second and third now on the double from Frazier. And it's already 2-1 Angleton, and still just 1 out.
Number 1, Emilio Conchola.
Emilio Conchola steps in. He struck out in the 3rd. That is an Abilene Christian jersey. Maybe that's a scout. It says ACU. Here's the pitch. Bunted in the air and foul ground. Nobody can get to that one. 0-1. So Abilene Christian became famous in the sports world because in the 2021 March Madness first round, the Abilene Christian men beat the Texas Longhorns. That got Shaka Smart fired, and it meant that Chris Beard moved from Texas Tech to Austin. He better watch his step. With runners at second and third, Jacobson from the windup brings it to Conchola. Pitch way upstairs. Walker has to stand up as tall as he can and reach with the left arm to flag that one down. It's 1-1. 3-1 is our score. Jacobson brings it. Bunt sign given, but he pulls it back. Conchola takes a strike, and it's 1-2. Here's the pitch from Jacobson. Outside for a ball, and I heard a little double thump. I heard the ball hit the dirt, so there's no way that was a strike. Brian Lestraco is the head coach for Angleton. He's in the third base coaching box. He's seen his team take the lead in the top of the fourth. Pitch on the way, strike at the knees. And down goes Conchola. The strikeout is definitely welcome for Jacobson. Now Gage Dobbs, one of his strikeout victims, comes up with runners second and third and 2 outs. 6 strikeouts for Jacobson. He continues to go from the windup. First pitch to Dobbs, swung and foul ball back into the net. You can read a story and see pictures from this game by Ryan Dunsmore of the Fort Bend Herald. He's here. High pop up and foul ground on the left. Moss gives it a look. And that bounced off of something. I think it might have hit the light standard and rattled out. Nothing and 2 on Dobbs. Just missing the outside corner. Very gutsy take by Dobbs, and it's 1-2. Jacobson looks over the top of his glove, gets the sign from Walker, starts his windup. Here it comes. It's a ground ball, foul on the left. By the way, Coach Lestraco has a really good beard. So does Ryan Dunsmore of the Fort Bend Herald. I've never been able to grow a beard at all. Breaking ball hammered into left field between shortstop and third, and that will score 2 runs. And Angleton is in great shape. Taking second on the throw is Dobbs, a 2-run single for him. And it is coming apart for Kempner. And this is a new lease on life for the starting pitcher for Angleton, Garrett Buchanan. When he goes back out there, he's going to be ahead by at least 5-1. And now to the top of the order, Jackson Phipps. Or wait a minute, we've got a pinch hitter. It's Jaden Williams batting for Phipps. Jacobson comes set. Now he's going from the stretch with 1 runner on, and he being at second. First pitch swinging, pop up on the infield. Marino, the shortstop, on the grass to the left of the mound. He's got it, and Kempner gets out of it, but it's an ugly inning for them. 5 runs allowed. They came in on 3 hits and an error. So we'll be back here at Manville, and Kempner now has some serious work to do to get back into this one. Roger Smith with you on VypeFortBend.com. If you're in Angleton and listening and rooting for the Wildcats, we're glad you're here. We honor everybody. We'll be back. Can't stop the feeling when you're talking about VypeFortBend.com.
Hey, batter, swing! Oops, should have said driver. We love baseball season at First Tire and Automotive and want to see you swing by for great deals. $50 off brake pad replacement, buy one get one free windshield wiper blades, $100 off 4 tires or $50 off 2 tires, and save up to $100 on Michelin, Continental, Goodyear, and Hercules tires. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
5-1 Angleton as we go to the bottom of the 4th. For Kempner, it'll be Jacobson, Green, and Evers coming to the plate, the 7, 8, 9 hitters. You know, I mentioned Abilene Christian earlier. Sammy Sheelander, who plays softball for Kempner, is going to Abilene Christian on a softball scholarship. Congratulations to her. And also Dylan Kinney, who plays football for Travis and baseball, but he's going on a football scholarship to ACU. And Dylan Kinney would have been a Kempner Cougar, but he moved. And there was a guy named Spencer Griffin who was going to be a Kempner Cougar. He also moved to Travis. Very galling for the people on Voss Road. First pitch to Jacobson, and it's a curveball that misses away. Buchanan still out there for Angleton. He was down 1-0 during the second and during the third, but now as he pitches in the bottom of the 4th, he's got a 5-1 lead. Curveball, and that's hit high to center field. Ranging over is Callan Frazier, fighting the wind. His hat comes off, but he makes the catch.
Number 11, Colton Green.
It's something of a crosswind now. It seems to be blowing from the right field foul pole to the left field foul pole. Now Colton Green, 0 for 1, but he did reach on an error in the second. Kempner needs to get busy if they want to avoid playing the Milby Buffs. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. Actually, it's a foul tip into the mitts of Preston Wilson. 0-1. Buchanan taking his time, gets the sign, brings the 0-1. Green takes, down and away for a ball. You know, playing the Milby Buffs in baseball is not nearly as hard as playing the Marshall Buffs in football, but they're still pretty decent. You don't want to play them if you can avoid it. Somebody asked for time. It might have been Colton Green, so maybe it was the wind, which has really kicked up here in the last few minutes. Might be favorable to a power hitter who's a right-hander, and that pitch bounces in. 2-1 on Colton Green. Corbin Evers waits to bat next. Buchanan rocks and brings the 2-1 down and away. In softball in Class 6A, everybody is out except George Ranch, and they're not even in Fort Bend ISD. They are in Fort Bend County, though. Down and out for a ball, and Colton Green is on. Anything to get it started for Kempner, and now Corbin Evers, 0 for 1 with a second inning strikeout, stands up there.
Number 16, Corbin Evers.
From what I hear, the Kempner players really like the all-black uniforms. They're solid black pants. The jerseys are mostly black. They have white side panels along the rib cages, big numbers in kind of an old-style script, and a white KC, kind of like the Kansas City Royals logo, and a little bit of maroon accent. I don't really like them that much. Breaking ball catches the outside corner. 0-1 on Corbin Evers. I'm not sure if he spells his first name Corbin like Corbin Burnson or Corban. I've seen it both ways. Buchanan brings it. There's another strike on the outside corner. Nothing like a Saturday evening in Manville, Texas. They play Evers very slightly to pull in the outfield, but there's a big gap between the center fielder Callan Frazier and right fielder Gage Dobbs. Evers got tired of waiting and asked for time. He stepped out. Here's the 0-2. It's a slow roller to the third baseman. Hibbets throws to second for one and on to first, but the throw is wide of the bag. And Evers is safe, but there are 2 outs. He reaches on the fielder's choice.
Cody Cuffle.
And you can score that 5-4. Now Cody Cuffle will try to get something done with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Maybe he could hit another inside the park homer. Pitch on the way, breaking ball way upstairs. You know, on that last play, the slightly wild throw to first base, Reagan James did a great job of coming off the bag. Most important thing is get it in your glove. There's substantial foul territory here at Manville, and that would have enabled Cuffle to get to second base. Correction, Cuffle is in the batter's box. It would have enabled Evers to get to second base. That last pitch was in the dirt. It's now 2-0 on Cody Cuffle. I wonder if he might try to put down a surprise bunt here. Lefty hitter Cuffle swings, and it's a hard ground ball, but to the second baseman, right at him. Jason Jones throws to Reagan James, and Kempner is done in the bottom of the 4th. We will go to the 5th, and they trail Angleton by a score of 5-1. You're listening to VypeFortBend.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
Hey, batter, swing! Oops, should have said driver. We love baseball season at First Tire and Automotive and want to see you swing by for great deals. $50 off brake pad replacement, buy one, get one free windshield wiper blades, $100 off 4 tires or $50 off 2 tires, and save up to $100 on Michelin, Continental, Goodyear, and Hercules tires. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
All right, so Kempner fans,
7, Jason Jones.
Here's the deal. If Kempner plays Milby in round 1, we'll try to do the game, but it would be much easier. Hold on. First pitch is a curveball as Jason Jones leads off for Angleton. The Wildcats brought 9 men to the plate in their half of the 4th, and they lead it 5-0 as they bat in the top of the 5th. Jacobson, curveball that doesn't really break, and it's up and in for a ball. The count is 2-0 on Jason Jones. Jacobson rocks and fires. Grounded foul on the left. So if Kempner plays Milby, of course, there's a lot of horse trading and coin flipping and stuff like that to figure out, is it a one-gamer or is it a best of three? But what they do at Kempner, we can probably get there and broadcast at least one of the games in that series. Lash down the left field line, but it's foul by 3 feet. And somebody comes out of the Angleton dugout to get it. It's Cade Dobbs. And I'm going to assume that he's Gage's little brother. I wonder if Gage said, go get the ball. There's a little nubber toward Garcia behind first base, goes to his knees and makes the catch. And then in throwing it around the infield, fires it over the head of the shortstop Marino.
Number 20, Reagan James.
But no harm done. That is about as soft a liner as you'll ever see. It was kind of like a duck with sore feet landing on the 17th green at Augusta. One away now, and it's Reagan James. Singled and scored in that big fourth inning. First pitch swinging, fouled out of play on the left. There's a regional airport along Highway 6. I guess it's near Rocheron, maybe. And you hear a lot of the little planes that come in and out of that place. 0-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? Well, there's no umpire on the left side of the infield today. You'll get the 3 umpires when the playoffs start. 1-1 count on Reagan James. And he wants time, and he steps out. He's a lefty hitter. Jacobson has gone all the way for Kempner, and he was almost immaculate, facing only 1 over the minimum in innings 1 through 3 as James powers it to left field. It is back. Colton Green chasing, and it 1 hops the wall. Reagan James is going to second, and he'll hold it right there. You know, if the wind had been a little different, he would have powered that out of here. Big hit by Reagan James.
Number 24, Aiden Nolasco.
So just to finish the thought on Kempner's playoff arrangements, if they do play Milby, it's very hard to do a game at an HISD venue. We would prefer to do the game or games that are at Kempner. So just be crossing your fingers. Anyway, broadcast or no broadcast, just be crossing your fingers that Coach Folkerts will win the flip and they'll have a home advantage. Now Aiden Nolasco with a runner at second and 1 out. First pitch, breaking ball in the dirt, could not get Nolasco to chase. And it's 1-0. Jacobson looks back at second. Breaking ball in there, and that was a big hook. Looked like it was maybe even headed for Nolasco's face, and it took a hard downward turn and to the left, away from the right-handed hitter. In other words, it was a beauty of a curveball. Here's the 1-1, fouled back into the net. By the way, the advantage of this slightly inclined sloping net on top of the fans behind home plate here in Angleton is you don't get as many concussions. But what you do get is baseballs that are stuck up there, and it's really hard to get them down. Pitch is up and in, and the count 2-2 now on Nolasco. It looked like he got a single, and then one of his teammates was thrown out going too big around second. So I think maybe Nolasco should have been credited with a hit in the first inning. Pitch on the way, and he shoots it oppo to right field. Reagan James coming around third, and Coach Lestraco gives him the stop sign, but Angleton is still in business. They're leading at 5-1, but threatening to send somebody home. Literally, if you're talking about Reagan James coming to home plate, and also thinking about sending the Kempner Cougars home with relegation to the 4th seed. So if Angleton does go on to win today, this is a real good bounce back from a couple of frustrating losses against Foster. I mean, they played pretty well, lost one of those 1-0 and the other one 6-3. Only one out, and now it's Preston Wilson. Jacobson is still the man for Kempner. Pitch on the way, breaking ball down and away. Walker keeps it in front of him. Nolasco is not really a threat to steal, although he might try to get himself hung up between first and second to help Reagan James sneak home from third. You see that sometimes. Here's the 1-0. And it bounces away from Walker, and James is going to score anyway, and Nolasco could walk over to second. So that makes it 6-1. And you got a runner in scoring position. That's Nolasco with still only one out. And we got to make that a wild pitch. Meanwhile, the count on Wilson is 2-0. Jacobson from the stretch. Looks at Nolasco, now brings it upstairs. A ball, 3-0. Kempner, usually when they go to a relief pitcher, it's not someone that they pull off the bench and have him throwing in the pen. More often than not, they bring someone over from one of the different fielding positions. There's a strike. And since Jacobson's control has been less than impeccable, it's wise for Wilson to take until he gets a strike. And it was 3-0. Usually you take a strike anyway, or at least take the fourth pitch. 3-1, little tapper that goes foul wide of third base, and Moss backhands it. Jacobson would probably be a game one starter for Kempner. He'll start at least one playoff game if it's a best of three. Pitch on the way. Little tapper that bounces up and hits Wilson. Still, we have that same count. So, since it's going to be 4 or 5 days before Kempner plays another game, they can extend Jacobson here if they want. Stretch him out, as they say in the baseball biz. Full count. Here's another payoff pitch. Called strike 3, and Wilson throws his bat back toward the dugout, thinking he had a walk. That's 2 away. But here's Hayden Hibbets. That's alliteration, isn't it? Here's Hayden Hibbets.
Hayden Hibbets.
So still a runner in scoring position. That's Nolasco. Although it might take a gapper to get him home. Jacobson brings the curveball. Strike 1 to Hibbets. 0 for 2 with a ground out to second in the second. And in the fourth inning, he reached on a fielder's choice and came around to score one of those 5 runs. Angleton has added a run in the top of the 5th, and they lead it 6-1. Jacobson brings it. Outside corner strike. 0-2. I was hoping I could get a temperature for Manville, Texas. Maybe I can, but I'm sure it's in the 80s. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball could not get him to chase. It's 1-2. The temperature in Manville is 84 degrees. Jacobson set at the belt, now comes home. Outside for a ball. The count now 2-2. Strong wind blowing out toward left field. Get it up in the jet stream, and that ball can really go. And now Hibbets asks for time and steps out. Taps the outside corner of the plate, then the inside corner. Here's the 2-2. Off the end of the bat into right field. Nolasco is not going to be able to score. Yes, he is. Colton Green let it go under him. And Nolasco comes home from second. And now it's going to be Hibbets ending up at third. That ends up being a two-base error on Colton Green, who lets it go under him. And the score is now 7-1. And that train keeps on a-rolling. Beautiful piece of hitting by Hibbets, and that's really what we should focus on. But there was an error in right field. Run comes home. And now Walker is going out to the mound, but so is head coach Eric Folkerts. I think we're going to have a pitching change. We'll step aside on VypeFortBend.com. Angleton starting to run away with this one, and we'll be back.
Hey, Becky G, can you play your next hit?
I will, as soon as it's released. But I've got another big hit for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and budget?
Oh, that's nice.
Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile.
It's official. That's a hit.
Hey, we're on the radio. Now everyone can get the best value with Xfinity. Can your internet do that?
Get gig speed internet now for just $49.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract when you also get Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 6/30/22. Restrictions apply. New gigabit internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and X-Fi gateway. Actual speeds vary. Compares pricing of top carriers. Xfinity internet required.
Right-hander Cody Kuffel comes over from second base to take over for Jacobson. And I was looking at several game-changer box scores, and it's been a while since Cody Kuffel pitched in a meaningful situation. He might have pitched in a blowout win, but I don't have anything on him. I can tell you that Jacobson goes over to first base. Garcia now moves from first to third. It's Thomas Moss at second base. And the outfield, probably the same, but I got to double check. The outfielders and shortstop Anthony Marino are meeting in short left field while Kuffel warms up. And I see Colton Green alone with his thoughts in right field. Kempner fans, we will let you know if we are going to be bringing you a broadcast of a first round playoff series, one or more games, as Kempner, unless they make a very strong comeback, is going to end up facing the Milby Buffs. You know, as I look back over my long history of breathing and being in the greater Houston area, seeing so much growth in so many different games and so many different sports over so many different years, I have never watched the Milby Buffs play anything. Basketball, football, I'd never want to. You couldn't pay me to watch them play football. All right, so back to the action. Callan Frazier is going to be the first one to face Kuffel, who goes from the windup with a runner at third. Swing and a miss on the changeup. 0-1 on Frazier. Kuffel rocks in, brings the next one. That's a strike on the outside corner at the knees. Here's the 0-2, breaking ball, swing and a miss. And Frazier has left the batter's box. Good night, Seattle, we love you!
Hey, Becky G, can you play your next hit?
I will, as soon as it's released. But I've got another big hit for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and budget?
Oh, that's nice.
Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile.
It's official. That's a hit.
Hey, we're on the radio. Now everyone can get the best value with Xfinity. Can your internet do that?
Get gig speed internet now for just $49.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract when you also get Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 6/30/22. Restrictions apply. New gigabit internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and X-Fi gateway. Actual speeds vary. Compares pricing of top carriers. Xfinity internet required.
We take care of you so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max.
Taking care of business. Leading off for the Cougars, number 17, Anthony Marino.
All right, Anthony Marino trying to get something started for the Kempner Cougars. Right-handed hitter, seeing Buchanan for the third time. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball burns off the outside corner. A beauty from Buchanan. The afternoon sun starting to sink, and the sun is bright in the eyes of the fielders on the right side of the infield as well as the right fielder. Curveball again catches the outside corner, and Marino is down 0-2. Buchanan enjoying a 7-1 lead right now. Here's the pitch. That is a ground ball to the right side. It's the second baseman, Jason Jones, throwing late just in time. Got Marino by less than half a step, but it was a good call.
Number 22, Peter Garcia.
Very difficult situation for Jason Jones to move swiftly to his left, and when you have to throw with your right as you move to your left, it's not easy to do it with a lot of hot sauce on it and accurately, but he did both. Now Peter Garcia, 2 for 2 with a single and a double. Buchanan brings it. Curveball bounces in. Garcia, a 4-year varsity starter, but he and Marino both basically, like so many other players, cheated out of the 2020 season when everything got shut down while most schedules were still in the tournament mode. And there's a strike at the letters. Sounds of incredulity leaking out from among the Kempner faithful after that call. That means they couldn't believe it. Buchanan taking his time, now rocks and fires the 1-1 outside, and it skips all the way to the screen. Drew Walker comes over to get it. Stuffs the baseball in his back pocket while he moves back to the on-deck circle. Here's the 2-1 way. I thought it was outside. I guess it was. The umpire did something with his right hand, but it didn't look like a strike call, so it's 3-1. Yeah, I see him holding up his fingers. He almost called it a strike. Here's the 3-1. Big rip by Garcia, but it's fouled back into the screen, and now it's 3-2. And here comes Drew Walker to get another baseball, and will he stuff it in his pocket? No, he's going to throw it to the catcher who hands it to the umpire. And that's good because when you stuff a baseball in the back pocket of your baseball pants, you kind of look like you need an operation. Here's the payoff pitch. Breaking ball way upstairs, and Garcia is on for the third time. They haven't been able to keep him off the bases. Single, double, walk. And speaking of walk, here's Walker.
Number 24, Drew Walker.
There is a huge gap between the center fielder, Callan Frazier, and Gage Dobbs in right field. Buchanan doesn't look like he's lost anything. First pitch, strike on the outside corner. Not my style, said Drew. What happened to the recorded vuvuzelas? The 0-1, Garcia dives back. It was not an 0-1 pitch. It was a pickoff try. I've had to work very hard and concentrate not to call Garcia Brandon, because that's what we always called him ever since he moved in as a newborn baby 2 doors over. Walker ready for the 0-1. Here it comes. That bounces in. Wilson picks it cleanly with his catcher's mitt. See if Kempner can make things exciting. They're batting in the bottom of the fifth. They still have 2 more offensive innings after this. Here's the pitch. That bounces in. Down by 7-1, and not being Speedy Gonzalez, Garcia's not going to try to get to second unless the ball goes all the way to the backstop. Here's the 2-1. And that's a high fly ball, short left field, but it could be trouble. And it's the shortstop, Emilio Conchola, who goes way back. I think he had to run a good 25 yards into the outfield grass. Great play. So I'll put F6 as in fly ball 6. You couldn't call that a pop-up. It was too deep to call it a pop-up. There are 2 away now. And Thomas Moss,
Number 6, Thomas Moss.
like Garcia, got hits in each of his first 2 trips. Both singles for Moss. Another throw over to first, and Garcia belly flops into the dirt. He's safe at first still. Moss ready. Way outside, and Garcia will get to second. He almost fell down. He was so surprised. But he makes it to second. So I told you it had to get all the way to the backstop for him to go, and that's what happened. Luke Leja. No, I'm sorry. Wrong roster. Oops. There's a guy wearing, Brian Luna is waiting on deck. No pinch hitter for Kempner, at least not yet. Pitch to Moss. He powers that to deep left center field. It is going back, and it is off the wall on the fly. Garcia scores to make it 7-2, and it's a ringing double for Thomas Moss. Boom, shakalaka. And vuvuzela. All right, so that might be the start of something. Now Brian Luna. Let's see if Brian Luna can bang one to the Muna. So far, Brian Luna has hit a ground ball to first base and struck out looking, so he is due for sure. Lefty hitting Luna. Buchanan at the belt, brings it outside. Pretty decent speed with Moss running at second. Still, there are 2 outs in the inning. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Kempner now trailing 7-2. Pitch on the way. That's a strike at the belt. Maybe a little off the outside corner. But it doesn't matter what I think or what anybody in the stands thinks. 1-1 the count on Luna. Here's the pitch. That's inside. And Preston Wilson slides over to keep it from going to the screen. 2-1 on Brian Luna. I really thought that Moss ball might go out. Pitch on the way. That is high in the air in foul territory on the left, and it'll drift out of play. Brian Luna hanging tough, 2-2 with 2 outs, and Thomas Moss at second. Kempner fell behind 7-1. They've picked up a run this inning. A hit to the outfield could probably bring home Moss. Way outside, and it's 3-2 on Luna. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful evening. Kempner is going to work while the sun shines and try to make a comeback here. Pitch from Buchanan off the end of the bat. Nice spoil on Luna's part. And we'll do another 3-2 pitch. You know, with that beard, Coach Lestraco looks kind of like Jeff Reardon, who was a great relief pitcher in the 80s and 90s. Lefty hitting Luna, ready for Buchanan to bring it. Buchanan comes set, looks at Moss, now delivers, and off the end of the bat, sliced foul on the left side. Just went over the hitting facility. You got a pretty good looking one here at Manville. Really bugs me when people say Manville. It's not Manville, it's Manville, as in anvil, as in hard-headed. Call it Manville. Here's the pitch. And that is a ball somehow. Luna took it, kind of froze him. It looked like he stood there and was thinking, I hope this is called a ball. And it was.
Number 33, Nathan Jacobson.
That's the second walk of the inning for Buchanan. There is somebody throwing in the Angleton bullpen, but it's configured so that he's behind a fence. I can see the guy who is catching his warm-up tosses, but I can't see who's throwing them. Now Nate Jacobson. First pitch is a breaking ball, strike at the belt. So Nathan would love to do something special of the extra base variety here to chip into that deficit. Kempner is down 7-2. 2 outs, runners first and second. Jacobson is 0 for 2. Pitch on the way and a little tapper toward third, and it stays fair, and that's an easy play for Hibbets. All he has to do is step on third and get the force out. So Kempner gets a run on 2 hits. There were no errors, but they do leave a couple of men stranded. All right, we'll continue. Go to the top of the 6th. Angleton leading Kempner 7-2.
Hey, batter, swing! Oops, should have said driver. We love baseball season at First Tire and Automotive and want to see you swing by for great deals. $50 off brake pad replacement, buy one, get one free windshield wiper blades, $100 off 4 tires or $50 off 2 tires, and save up to $100 on Michelin, Continental, Goodyear, and Hercules tires. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Number 9, Carlin Goins.
Colin Goins is going to hit for the Angleton Wildcats. Right-handed hitter with an open stance facing Cody Kuffel. First pitch, swing and a miss. He was trying to hit it out of here. He was trying to blast it all the way to, what would you say, Baytown? Rocheron? I don't know. It's 0-1. Second pitch bounces in. It's 1-1. Cody Kuffel came in the top of the fifth, and he pitched to one batter. That was Frazier. Got the strikeout. So now he's out there to start the sixth. Goins golfs one into center field. It'll be an easy play for Evers. Makes the catch with two hands, one away. Now it is Gage Dobbs due. And Gage Dobbs is in the box.
Number 8, Gage Dobbs.
I don't know if that's Coach Curlin, but by the way, first pitch to Dobbs is down and out for a ball. Coach Curlin is at Manville. I want to thank him for his help, being so hospitable, and also Mr. Bass, the athletic director for Alvin ISD. Love that guy. Next pitch is a strike, and it's 1-1. It's a swinging strike. Here comes the next one, and it's a lash toward Peter Garcia at third. Picks it clean on one hop over to Jacobson. That's 2 outs. Now we go to the top, and Jackson Phipps is due, but I don't think it's going to be Phipps. It's going to be the guy who came in to hit for him the last time his spot came around, Jaden Williams. Williams hit a pop-up to short when he came up on his first plate appearance, and he hits one foul on the ground past third. Kuffel rocks and brings the 0-1. That is going to right field. Colton Green looking up into the sun. He couldn't find it, and it drops. But you know what? I think based on where it dropped, I don't know that he could have gotten there even if he had been able to see it. But that sun on the right fielder is brilliant. You know, like Elijah Transfiguration brilliant. So there is a hit for Jaden Williams with 2 outs. And the first pitch to Jason Jones. That's to right field. Green sees it this time. He's got it. All right, no harm done. So a cheap single is the only thing that Angleton gets in their half of the sixth. They don't score, they leave one. And we'll be back on VypeFortBend.com. Kempner down 7-2 as we go to the bottom of the sixth.
Hey, Becky G, can you play your next hit?
I will, as soon as it's released. But I've got another big hit for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and budget?
Oh, that's nice.
Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile.
It's official. That's a hit.
Hey, we're on the radio. Now everyone can get the best value with Xfinity. Can your internet do that?
Get gig speed internet now for just $49.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract when you also get Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. And 6/30/22. Restrictions apply. New gigabit internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and Xfi gateway. Actual speeds vary. Compares pricing of top carriers. Xfinity Internet required.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
So Kempner will send up Colton Green, Corbin Evers, and Cody Cuffle unless at least one of those young men is replaced by a pinch hitter. And we have a new pitcher for Angleton, Nick Etheridge. Tall, lean right-hander, taking over for Buchanan, who was magnificent for the first 5 innings. He scattered 5 Kempner hits and only gave up the 2 runs. So let's see, Marino came into this game with a 5-game hit streak. He still has not extended that. And Walker had a 4-game hit streak, and he is looking for his first base hit of the day. So if Green and Evers can get something going, and then you get Cuffle if they start the merry-go-round, and then you get the heart of the order come up. And here is the first pitch from Etheridge to Colton Green, and it is smashed up the middle. It's the shortstop picking it clean. Emilio Conchola throws, and on target to get the first out. Kempner fans think the throw was late, but they're not going to get their way.
Number 16, Corbin Evers.
Now Corbin Evers 0 for 2, but he did reach on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Kempner trying to avoid playing Milby in round 1 of the playoffs. Not that I don't think they can handle it, but you always want to work smarter, not harder. First pitch is a ball to Evers. Etheridge brings it. That also bounces in. The first 2 have been spiked. Etheridge looks over the top of his glove, kind of like Andy Pettit used to do. Here comes the pitch, and that's outside. 3-0 on the number 9 hitter, Corbin Evers. He will not be swinging here. And it's spiked all the way to the backstop, and Evers goes to first, but down by 5 runs. Don't take the risk of trying to get there to second base. Now it's Cody Cuffle with a runner at first and 1 out, and Kempner trailing 7-2. Cuffle with a walk and 2 ground outs. Lefty hitter getting his first look at Etheridge. Big curveball. If you hang it, we bang it, but you know, it's got to be lower than our eyeballs. Ball 1. Etheridge comes set at the belt. Spiked, but blocked by Wilson, and it's ball 2. Evers getting some help from assistant coach Kirby Hill in the first base coaching box. The sun is bright. If the ball does get past Wilson, the catcher, you want to know how far it went and whether it's a good idea to try to advance. Cuffle takes a ball downstairs. It's 3-0. Etheridge comes set again. Brings it to Cuffle, and it bounces in. Ball 4. A pair of walks might have Kempner germinating a rally right here. Initiating, germinating.
Number 17, Anthony Marino.
Anthony, sorry, it's been a long day. Anthony Marino will bat, but they have a little mound conference. Reagan James comes over from first base. Wilson goes out to talk to Etheridge, and I see Etheridge's shoulders go up. He takes the big, deep breath, exhales, processes what his teammates have said to him, and now Marino trying to extend that hit streak. Closed stance. Etheridge looks back at second. Pitch on the way. Strike on the outside corner, and Marino doesn't like it. You can tell by the turn of the head. That's the teenage body language, and sometimes it's justified. Hi, Merle. Thank you. That was my text ding. Here's the pitch. Check swing by Marino. It's way outside. And Angleton doesn't even bother to appeal to the infield umpire because with runners at first and second, he's behind the mound. He couldn't really judge it anyway. By the way, this is an infield fly situation. Runners at first and second with less than 2 outs. Marino ready. Here's the pitch. That's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. I don't think Marino thinks that either of those pitches were strikes, and now Coach Folkerts is talking to the home plate umpire. I'm not sure exactly what Coach Folkerts is saying, but I think, paraphrasing, he just wants a fair shake for Marino, and he's thinking it should be 3-0. Now everybody gets loud. Here's the 1-2. Marino with a ground ball right back to Etheridge. Throws to second, and it's wild, and everybody's safe. Now the second baseman, Jason Jones, got a glove on it, but he was moving to his right, and basically like a quarterback throwing behind a moving receiver, there was no way that he could catch the ball. So that is a throwing error on Etheridge.
Peter Garcia.
And so the bases are loaded for Peter Garcia with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th, and Kempner down 7-2. The plot thickens. Etheridge goes from the stretch with the bases loaded. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball away. Umpire looked like he was about to call a strike. I think maybe what Coach Folkert said a minute or two ago might help get a few more favorable calls for the Cougars. Here's the 1-0. That's low, and it's 2-0. Peter might get something really juicy. Will Etheridge give him a cookie? Here we go, the 2-0. That bounces in, it's 3-0. Now Shirley down 7-2. I don't think Coach Folkerts is going to give Garcia the green light on 3-0. And Etheridge has had trouble locating his pitches. He's walked 2 batters in this inning. Righty on righty. Etheridge brings it. That's inside for ball 4. A 4-pitch walk, and a run comes home. Evers crosses the plate, and it's 7-3. So as Garcia goes to first, Marino goes to second, Cuffle goes to third. You've got good speed with 2 out of the 3 runners on base, and you've got Walker coming up, and he is the tying run at the plate. And are we going to have a pitching change? Yes, we are. Guess who's headed to the hill? It's Luke Leja. Get it? Princess Leia. Luke Leja going to the mound. Princess Leia. Princess Leia. All right, we'll break while he throws his warm-up tosses. This game is getting good, maybe. We'll be back.
Hey, Becky G, can you play your next hit?
I will, as soon as it's released. But I've got another big hit for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and budget?
Oh, that's nice.
Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile.
It's official. That's a hit.
Hey, we're on the radio. Now everyone can get the best value with Xfinity. Can your internet do that?
Get gig speed internet now for just $49.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract when you also get Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay, and 6/30/22. Restrictions apply. New gigabit internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra, and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and Xfi gateway. Actual speeds vary. Compares pricing of top carriers. Xfinity internet required.
All right, during that break while Luke Leha was warming up, I'm not sure what happened, but the catcher, Wilson, got hurt. I don't know how, but it looked like something hit him in the arm. He was flexing his arm, letting his arm hang down. I don't know what happened. Now, he's going to stay in there. He kind of waved off the trainer, but he's not feeling good. Catchers are tough. He might shake it off completely. And I see that he's sitting on his left leg and shooting the right leg over to the right side. So I'm not really sure what's wrong. I'm pretty sure it's one of his arms. So the bases are loaded. 1 run has come in. And it's Leha coming in relief of Etheridge, who came in relief of Buchanan. And Drew Walker comes up with the bases loaded and 1 out. So I know the important thing here is to get some more runs across and catch up. Walker, who is a catcher, went by and kind of tapped Wilson on the thigh with his bat, which is, I'm a catcher too. I'm competing against you, but I feel you, bro. They feel each other's pain, if you know what I mean. So Walker stands in with the bases loaded and 1 out. And we'll see what we get from Luke Leha, the right-hander. Comes set at the belt, brings the first pitch, bounces it in. How about that? Walker stepped out for just a moment. Now he's right back in there. Long shadows falling from behind the third base dugout. That's where the sun is. And Walker asks for time and steps out. He knows how to play those little mind games. They play him very slightly to pull and kind of deep in the outfield. Looks like the no doubles defense. Here's the pitch. That is also low, and it's 2-0. And the return throw from Wilson almost got over Leha. And if it had, Cuffle has the kind of speed, he could have dashed home. Gotten a cheap run. Kempner trailing 7-3, but threatening in the bottom of the 6th. 1 run already in. Leha brings the 2-0. There's a strike on the outside corner, and I think that Walker was probably taking until he saw a strike. Now he's ready. Leha at the belt. Kicks and comes home. Way upstairs, 3-1 on Drew Walker. We wondered if Garcia would get a cookie when he had a favorable count. Will Walker get one? Leha brings it. That's a strike, and Walker was walking toward first base. That looked like it was not a strike at the knees. It looked a little bit low. It might have been a strike to Hank Hill's father, but shouldn't have been to Drew Walker, and it's 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. Down and out, ball 4. And another run comes home at 7-4. So in the inning, 1, 2, 3, 4 walks. Cuffle scores. Marino goes to third. Garcia is now at second, and Walker at first. And I wonder if Walker will get a courtesy runner or not. All right, Thomas Moss. He almost hit one out of here in his last plate appearance. He is 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Leja brings it. Breaking ball, strike on the outside corner. Moss not bothered by it. Digs back in, slightly open stance from the right-handed box. Leja squinting at the sun and ready to bring the 0-1. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Moss chased a bad one. That one really took a dive. Might have been a splitter. And it's 0-2. Just one out in the inning. Kempner trying to fight back. They're down 7-4. Here's the pitch. And he fought it off. Good job, and it lands on top of the inclined net and rolls almost to the back. Now it rolls forward. And you got to watch out and make sure that it doesn't, fall on the grass behind home plate. It gets stuck. Okay. We'll be ready for another 0-2 pitch. Leja brings it. And that is powered to center field. It's going to drop in front of the center fielder, Frazier. Marino scores. Garcia scores. It is 7-6. Kempner making a big comeback. And they're not done. Moss is 4 for 4. Well, how about that? 2-run single, and Walker ends up at second. And I wonder if at this point they would have a courtesy runner for Walker. I think he wants to go out there and run. Now Brian Luna wants to keep this thing going. He walked his last time. Before that, 0 for 2. First pitch to him. Up high for a ball. Angleton pitchers just not able to find the strike zone very often in this bottom of the 6th. Kempner has scored 4 times. They're within a run. So the tying run is at second base, and that's Drew Walker. Luna ready for the 1-0. Big rip, but comes up empty on the off-speed pitch. What a fun baseball game this has turned out to be. It looked like a snooze fest when Kempner was down 7-1. Luna awaits the 1-1. Here it comes. Breaking ball. Couldn't hit the big hook. And it's 1-2. But remember, there's only one out. If Luna goes down, it's Nate Jacobson. And he could take himself off the hook. Right now he's on the hook to be the losing pitcher. If he could drive home the tying run, all of a sudden it's a new game. The 1-2 to Luna. Way upstairs. You hang it, we bang it, but that was not in the strike zone. And Luna, being a lefty swinger, he's got the favorable righty pitcher, lefty hitter matchup. The conventional wisdom. Here's the 2-2. And that is a line drive toward second, and it drops in. Drew Walker was already going with the pitch. He didn't have to go back. He scores, and we're tied. Clutch single for Brian Luna. And the Kempner Cougars have tied it 7-7. Wow, what an inning this has become. Moss stops at second.
Number 33.
So he's the go-ahead run.
Jacobson.
Still just one out. And before Jacobson goes into the batter's box, Coach Folkerts with a little word of advice, a little fatherly advice. You know what I mean. What an inning for Kempner. Jacobson is 0 for 3. And no longer on the hook to be the losing pitcher. Here's the pitch from Leha. Burns off the outside corner. That was a beauty. Just came with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Jacobson, the 9th Kempner hitter to come to the plate in this frame. Pitch on the way. There goes the runner. Strike on the outside corner, but a double steal. Moss goes to third. Luna goes to second, so 2 runners in scoring position. However, it's an 0-2 count on Jacobson, but remember, only 1 out. Jacobson in protect mode, crowding the plate from the right-handed box. Here's the pitch from Leha. Swing and a miss. That's the 2nd out. Down goes Jacobson. But now Kempner is batting around as Colton Green comes to the plate. Colton is 0 for 3, but he did reach on, no correction, I'm sorry about that. He's 0 for 2. He did reach on an error and he drew a walk. Runners 2nd and 3rd. The game is already tied 7-7. First pitch from Leha, throws the curve, and it's a strike at the knees. Green didn't think so, and he takes a short walk. He's rocking some really cool Oakley shades. Leha set at the belt. The 0-1. Green looks at one, down and in, just missed his toenails. And it's 1-1. Leha digging in on the first base side of the pitcher's rubber. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Here's the pitch. Green fights it off and fouls it back. And it goes down to the concrete concourse. That sounds so much better than sidewalk or something. Ready for the 1-2. Here it comes. Green grounds one toward third. Hibbets throws long and in time. Oh, that was close. Kempner fans didn't like it. I think it was a good throw and a good call. But hey, what an inning for Kempner. They score 5 runs and tie it with 7-7 as we go to the 7th on VypeFortBend.com. Aren't you so glad you stuck around? We'll be back.
Hey, batter, swing! Oops, should have said driver. We love baseball season at First Tire and Automotive and want to see you swing by for great deals. $50 off brake pad replacement, buy one, get one free windshield wiper blades, $100 off 4 tires or $50 off 2 tires, and save up to $100 on Michelin, Continental, Goodyear, and Hercules tires. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
All right, so how will Angleton respond after blowing their 7-1 lead? Reagan James will lead off against Cody Cuffle, who has a new lease on life. Everything is new. Righty working to lefty. Cuffle brings it, first pitch swinging, and it's fouled back. Thanks again to the folks at Manville. Such a nice facility and very hospitable, setting things up for us. Next pitch on the way, and it's a curveball that's high. Reagan James, slightly open stance. And he sends it to left field, but that's going to be an easy play. Brian Luna out there tracking it all the way. Being in left field, the sun is not really a problem. So a fly ball to left field is the first out of inning number 7.
Number 24, Aiden Nolasco.
Aiden Nolasco. Controversy reigned. Not really, I'm just kidding, being dramatic. It looked like he got a single to me in the first inning. One of his teammates rounded second and was thrown out. As the first pitch to Nolasco is down and out for a ball. So he had Reagan James go around second. Kempner threw behind him and tagged him out as he tried to scramble back to the bag. Second pitch to Nolasco is a fly ball to Evers, drifting back to his right. It's pretty deep, but a nice running catch about 30 feet from the warning track. Kempner fans love that play. So Kuffel gets a second fly ball out in the 7th. And now Preston Wilson comes up. And I'm wondering, whatever it was that happened to him on that Leha warm-up toss, he just wasn't feeling good. I think a ball hit him in the arm or something. I don't know what happened. Kuffel rocks and fires. Strike at the knees. Wilson is 0 for 3, struck out looking twice and reached on an error. Kuffel rocks and brings it. That's high in the air on the infield. Foul ground. It looks like it's Walker. He's got it. 1-2-3 inning for Kuffel. And the Kempner Cougars will come up in the bottom of the 7th in a tie game, looking to walk it off. A game that looked like they were hopelessly behind. Now they have a chance to win it. And when they come up, it'll be the top of the order. Kuffel, Marino, and Garcia. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Hey, batter, swing! Oops, should have said driver. We love baseball season at First Tire and Automotive and want to see you swing by for great deals. $50 off brake pad replacement, buy one, get one free windshield wiper blades, $100 off 4 tires or $50 off 2 tires, and save up to $100 on Michelin, Continental, Goodyear, and Hercules tires. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com and make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn with Horn Solutions. We agree with energy analysts that the energy market has stabilized. We anticipate significant merger and acquisition activity. Good resources are scarce. Horn Solutions is positioned to assist you in accounting, finance, IT, and supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at getgreatgigs.
Sorry, folks, I misspoke, and it's Corbin Evers to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Then the top of the order, Cody Kuffel. First pitch is upstairs for a ball. Evers drew a walk his first time, and that was with 1 out and the bases empty in that 6th inning. And he scored the first of the 5 Kempner runs that came home to tie it at 7. Leha, pitching from the stretch, comes set at the belt, and his second pitch is also high to Evers. Evers with very good speed. If he can get on with another walk, Kempner will be in good business. He's probably going to take until he sees a strike. Leha set at the belt, kicks and comes home. That's upstairs, 3-0. As the shadows grow long, the pressure gets higher. This kind of feels like a playoff game, and it is for seeding, not exactly a playoff game. Here's the 3-0. That's a strike on the inside corner, and you would expect Evers to be taking all the way in that situation. Evers ready, looks at Leja, righty on righty. The 3-1. Downstairs, ball 4, and a fast runner who represents the winning run, Corbin Evers, goes to first base. All right, Cody Kuffel walked, grounded out twice, and then walked again. And now we've got Coach Brian Lestraco of Angleton going out to the mound, and I think he's going to make another pitching change. I believe he's going to bring in Cade Dobbs. Sure enough, he is, as we listen to, what's this, the Peter Gunn theme. That's it. They used it in Blues Brothers. We'll take a break and be back.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Angleton brings on its 4th pitcher of the day, all right-handers, and it is not Cade Dobbs, although Cade is going to be part of the defensive alignment for Angleton, I believe. It's his brother Gage, who has been in right field, who comes to the mound, and maybe his little brother is headed out to right field. Or maybe he was just bringing him a different mitt. This is some great music. I don't know how well you can hear it through my gamer headset. So Corbin Evers walked to begin this bottom of the 7th in a 7-7 game. He is the winning run, and he is at first base. And I wonder here, will Cody Kuffel try to lay down a bunt? Will Coach Folkerts have him swing away? All right. Now the game belongs
batting for the Cougars, number 7, Cody Kuffel,
to Gage Dobbs. Righty working to lefty, Cody Kuffel. The leadoff man for the Cougars, first pitch. Strike at the belt. Not what Kuffel was really wanting. I wonder if they might have Evers try to steal second. There is a bunt toward third. Coming in to get it is Hibbets. He throws to first. In time. No! Safe! Everybody's safe! So Evers is in scoring position. He represents the winning run, and Kuffel is safe at first. He beat it out. A perfectly placed bunt. And now Marino comes up. He still has not extended his hitting streak.
Number 17, Anthony Marino.
But what a good time to do that. He's stuck on 5 games. First pitch from Dobbs is high and away, and they throw over to first, but first baseman Reagan James was not anywhere near the bag. So Marino, coming into this game during his 5-game streak, 9 for 14, including 9 RBIs, a triple, and a double. But no hits today. Dobbs brings it. That's upstairs. And the count is 2-0. Dobbs has kind of a herky-jerky delivery, a little bit of hesitation in there. Here it comes. Nice rip by Marino, but he fouled it back into the net. 2-1. Peter Garcia waits to bat next. Nobody out. Dobbs looks back at second. Here's the pitch. Way upstairs, and it's 3-1. Marino looking cool, stepping out, now stepping back in. 3-1, favorable count, nobody out, runners first and second. Here's the pitch, and that hit him. Now the bases are loaded. Well, the hit streak probably won't continue. Kuffel now goes to second, but the most important base runner is Evers, and look who's coming up. It is Peter Garcia.
Peter Garcia.
Coach Folkerts is talking to Peter Garcia. Home plate umpire now brushes off home plate. And Gage Dobbs, I think he's kissing the baseball, hoping for luck. Bases loaded, nobody out. If Kempner scores once, the game's over. Infield drawn in tight to come home on any ground ball. Dobbs now steps up on top of the mound. He goes from the stretch. Garcia digs in. Here it comes. And it's a little blooper in foul ground on the right. Reagan James makes the catch in front of the Kempner dugout. Garcia got a little anxious and hit a foul pop-up. There's one away, and now it is Drew Walker.
Walker.
I'm not going to say anything about the you-know-what, but its initials are HS. Dobbs comes set, comes home, pitches upstairs. Now, to be honest, I really don't want a walk-off walk or a hit by pitch. I want something to happen. Somebody put it in play. I think Walker wants the same thing, swings and misses. It's 1-1. Walker digs in, and here comes the next one. And it is fouled out of play on the right. And he's down 1-2. Thomas Moss waits to bat next. Here's the pitch. Walker hits one in the air, right side of the infield. Who's got it? It's the second baseman, Jason Jones, and there are two outs. So Kempner loaded the bases with nobody out. And now they've got to have something out of Thomas Moss.
Number 6, Thomas Moss.
I don't know if you find this good news or bad news, but he's gotten a hit every time he's been up. Dobbs brings it. Moss watches one sail outside, 1-0, and you know what? Preston Wilson just saved the game as he slid over and made sure that ball didn't go to the backstop. It would have been a wild pitch and a game ender. Evers is at third. Here's the pitch to Moss. That's a strike on the outside corner. It's 1-1. Dobbs comes set, now brings it, and it's behind him, and here comes Evers! He scores, and the Kempner Cougars win! You know, it almost looked like that pitch hit Thomas Moss, but it doesn't matter if it hit him or not. If it hits him, it forces in the game-winning run, but if it went behind him without touching him, it goes to the backstop, and Evers scores anyway. So congratulations, Kempner, a 7-run comeback To get the third seed out of District 24 5A, you don't have to play Milby. Isn't that great? All right, we'll be back with the totals right after this. They may not be perfect, but I don't care. We'll be back.
Hey, Becky G, can you play your next hit?
I will, as soon as it's released. But I've got another big hit for you. Did you know that with Xfinity Internet, you get fast, reliable speeds to fit your needs and budget?
Oh, that's nice.
Even Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power all your devices. Best of all, you could save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill when you add Xfinity Mobile.
It's official. That's a hit.
Hey, we're on the radio. Now everyone can get the best value with Xfinity. Can your internet do that?
Get gig speed internet now for just $49.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract when you also get Xfinity Mobile. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 6/30/22. Restrictions apply. New gigabit internet customers only. Equipment, taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and X-Fi gateway. Actual speeds vary. Compares pricing of top carriers. Xfinity internet required.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn with Horn Solutions. We agree with energy analysts that the energy market has stabilized. We anticipate significant merger and acquisition activity. Good resources are scarce. Horn Solutions is positioned to assist you in accounting, finance, IT, and supply chain. Our staff can assist you with outsourcing, or we can supply you with resources to join your staff. Visit hornsolutions.net for details.
Gary Horn is a highly successful businessman who has made a huge impact in people's lives, and he loves what he does for a living. That's a big reason why Gary Horn and Horn Solutions support Get a Great Gig. Get a Great Gig is a free job search consultation service that will help you find a job you love, whether it's to make more money or get personal fulfillment in the career of your choice. Email them at getagreatgig@gmail.com or on Twitter at getgreatgigs.
All right, we are back, and here are your totals, and they may not be perfectly accurate, but I don't care. Angleton with 7 runs on 8 hits. They made 2 errors. Kempner with 8 runs on 9 hits, and the Cougars also made 2 errors. The winning pitcher is Cody Kuffel. Not out of the bullpen, literally, but he did come in relief, and Leha takes the loss for Angleton. So for Kempner, this means that they don't have to play the Milby Buffs. They are the 3rd seed in District 24 5A when the playoffs start in the coming week, and we'll let you know when we figure out where Kempner's playing and who and all that stuff. The stars today, well, you got Peter Garcia, 2 for 2, plus 2 walks. Thomas Moss, 4 for 4, plus a critical hit by pitch. And Brian Luna with a clutch RBI single in the 6th that kept a rally going. So Kempner comes from 7-1 down to win it 8-7, and I'm glad I stuck around. I'll bet you are too. So for everyone on the Vype team, Merle Bertrand, Shane Sholwinski, Suna Venkat, Bob McKay, Patrick Kinnick, thank you so much for being with us, and we will talk to you next week during playoffs. We don't know where or when or who, but we'll let you know. Good night from Manville.